In her insightful book, The Gifts of Imperfection, Brené Brown invites us on a transformative journey of self-discovery and acceptance. She encourages us to embrace our imperfections and live wholeheartedly, letting go of the unattainable standards that society often imposes. Brown argues that true belonging and joy come from embracing our authentic selves, flaws, and all. This journey is not about achieving perfection, but about recognizing our inherent worthiness. It's about letting go of the shame and fear that hold us back from living authentically. It's about embracing vulnerability as a strength and connecting with others from a place of genuine compassion and understanding. Throughout the book, Brown shares personal anecdotes, research findings, and practical exercises to guide us on this path of self-acceptance. She provides a roadmap for cultivating courage, compassion, and connection in our lives, empowering us to live more authentically and wholeheartedly. One of the core themes of the Gifts of Imperfection is the transformative power of vulnerability. Brown defines vulnerability as the willingness to show up authentically, even when we feel uncertain or afraid. It's about letting ourselves be seen, imperfections and all, without the need for pretense or armor. Often, we try to protect ourselves from vulnerability by hiding our true selves behind masks of perfectionism or cynicism. We fear judgment and rejection, so we avoid taking risks or expressing our true feelings. However, Brown argues that vulnerability is not weakness. It's the birthplace of courage, creativity, and connection. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others. We create space for empathy, understanding, and shared human experiences. By embracing vulnerability, we step into our authentic selves and allow others to do the same. Courage, according to Brown, is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act even when we're afraid. It's about showing up authentically, even when we're unsure of the outcome. Courage is about speaking our truth, setting boundaries, and pursuing our dreams, even in the face of uncertainty or potential setbacks. Cultivating courage requires us to confront our fears and challenge the negative self-talk that often holds us back. It's about recognizing that we are worthy of love and belonging, even when we make mistakes or face challenges. Brown emphasizes that courage is a practice, not a destination. It's something we cultivate through small, daily acts of bravery. Each time we choose authenticity over fear, we strengthen our courage muscles and pave the way for a more fulfilling life. Compassion is another essential element of wholehearted living. It's about treating ourselves and others with kindness, understanding, and empathy. Brown emphasizes the importance of self-compassion, which involves treating ourselves with the same care and concern that we would offer a close friend. Often, we are our own harshest critics, engaging in negative self-talk and self-judgment. Self-compassion encourages us to challenge these negative thought patterns and cultivate a more supportive inner dialogue. When we practice self-compassion, we create a foundation for extending compassion to others. We become more understanding of their struggles and more willing to offer support without judgment. Compassion creates a ripple effect, fostering a more connected and compassionate world. Connection is a fundamental human need, essential for our well-being and sense of belonging. Brown defines connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued. It's about creating authentic relationships based on mutual respect, empathy, and shared experiences. Building genuine connections requires us to be vulnerable and authentic in our interactions with others. It's about showing up as our true selves, without pretense or masks. When we allow ourselves to be seen, we create space for others to do the same. Brown emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries in our relationships, recognizing that healthy connections require mutual respect and understanding. By cultivating authentic connections, we create a support system that nourishes our souls and enriches our lives. Wholehearted living, according to Brown, is about embracing our authentic selves and living in alignment with our values. It's about letting go of the need for perfection and embracing the beauty of imperfection. It's about showing up for our lives with courage, compassion, and connection. This journey of self-acceptance is not a destination, but an ongoing process. It's about recognizing our inherent worthiness, regardless of our accomplishments or failures. It's about embracing our strengths and weaknesses, our joys and sorrows, as integral parts of who we are. Wholehearted living requires us to cultivate self-awareness, recognizing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and support our well-being. When we live wholeheartedly, we create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. One of the biggest obstacles to wholehearted living is the pervasive sense of never enough that often plagues our culture. We are bombarded with messages that tell us we need to be more productive, more successful, more attractive, more fill in the blank. This constant striving for an unattainable ideal leaves us feeling inadequate and exhausted. Brown encourages us to challenge these messages and release the need for perfection. She reminds us that we are enough, just as we are. Letting go of never enough requires us to redefine success on our own terms. It's about focusing on our values, our passions, and our contributions to the world. It's about recognizing that our worthiness is not contingent upon external validation. Life is full of challenges, and setbacks are an inevitable part of the human experience. Resilience, according to Brown, is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the skills and mindset to navigate them effectively. It's about bouncing back from adversity, learning from our experiences, and emerging stronger on the other side. Cultivating resilience involves building a strong support system, practicing self-care, and developing healthy coping mechanisms. It's about reframing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Brown emphasizes the importance of self-compassion in the face of setbacks. Instead of engaging in self-criticism, we can offer ourselves kindness and understanding. We can acknowledge our pain, learn from our mistakes, and move forward with greater resilience. The Gifts of Imperfection offers a powerful message of self-acceptance, encouraging us to embrace our imperfections and live wholeheartedly. Brown's insights provide a roadmap for cultivating courage, compassion, and connection in our lives, empowering us to show up authentically and create more fulfilling relationships. By letting go of the need for perfection and embracing our true selves, we unlock the gifts of imperfection. The joy of authenticity, the freedom of self-acceptance, and the deep connection that comes from embracing our shared humanity. As Brown reminds us, authenticity is a practice, a conscious choice of how we want to live. It's a process of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are.